first night in the van. And yes, we are parked outside the house, but I wanted to make sure that everything was working and Poppy would be okay and all of that. It's kind of like a space shuttle in here with this going on. Not a huge fan. It seems to be relatively effective. I guess we'll find out in the morning, but I could see some light coming through when I looked outside, so it's not very stealth, and they don't fit very well, which is weird because they are made specifically for these vehicles. But anyway, I'm very cozy. I've got my hot water bottle, I've got 4 layers on, 2 pairs of bed socks, a nice cozy duvet and a blanket, and I'm actually very cozy. I don't think that we're going to be cold at all. And Pops is blessedly in her booster seat, which is what she sits in when we drive, because she's not a huge fan of vehicles. So she has her own special seat, and I thought we might have a bit of an argument about where she'd sleep, but actually she went in there, and after a bit of discombobulation she settled down and she's gone to sleep. So wins all around. I can't get the fairy lights to work, which is such a disappointment because they were working this afternoon and now they're not working, so I've got these quite strong spotlights overhead, but it is very cozy, and yeah, I think we're going to have a good sleep. Come on then. Oh, hello. So as I talked about before, I want to be able to make art in the van. And this is a very tiny space and it is not conducive to how I normally make art. So I've been having a think about what kind of art I might be able to make in the van. And it seems like a really good opportunity to try some things I haven't tried before. And one of those things is teeny tiny art. That's what I'm going to call it. I first came across teeny tiny art from an artist called Leslie. I don't know how to pronounce her surname, so I will link to her below and you can go and take a look at her YouTube channel. She's a great teacher and has loads and loads of videos about making tiny art. So she's kind of my inspiration for this. And then I bought myself these teeny tiny little sketchbooks. And I've already got things like watercolours that I can use and pens and pencils and all that good stuff. So I am just sitting in the van once again outside my house, and I thought it would be fun to make a teeny tiny painting and bring you along. So that's what we're going to do. So I have to confess, I did a tester. I didn't really think to film it because I was just playing, but I did a tester the other day. This is my first one. See that? Out the back of the van. And then I thought today I would do this view out the side of the van, which is actually looking into my garden. It's got a nice gate and some granite, what we call hedging here in Cornwall, which is basically a low granite wall. And then there's some cool plants and trees and stuff in the background. So that's what I'm going to go for today. And then once we actually start being a bit more adventurous than just parking outside the house, I will do more paintings out the back, because that's a really nice way to frame the paintings, having the back doors showing. Not that you can really see, it's super tiny, look how cute it is. And also I having done this first one, I feel like not only can I not replicate my normal process in this format, I also can't do it at this size, and I think that's a good thing, because this is really just more about me playing and experimenting with something that I haven't really done before. And also, who doesn't love something teeny tiny? It's so sweet. So the first thing I'm going to do is washi tape the edges to get that nice framed look. I've always enjoyed doing that in my sketchbooks. I'm going to use the same washi tape that I used before, because recycling. Also decided to use very similar tools to what Leslie uses, just because that's a good starting point for me. When I'm not really sure what I'm doing, I'll just start by borrowing, and then I'll just make it my own later on. It's very simple and straightforward. A little pencil sketch, go over with water and fade proof pen, and paint in some colours. Okay, I think we're ready to take the tape off. For such a teeny tiny space, you can pack quite a lot in. It's quite challenging to get the range of values in. I think probably I could have done a little bit more on that front, but since this is just about play, I'm happy with it as it is. Hey. What? What? What do I even want to say?